Welcome to Life Skills at St John Henry Newman Catholic College. This presentation covers the curriculum for the year 2023 to 2024. Our school has a saying that we use our vocation of teaching to give an unfair advantage to our community, leaving no door closed to them. And our Life Skills programme will ensure that this is the case. Life Skills incorporates elements of the citizenship and careers programme required in all schools, and it complements the PSHCE programme that we already run in school. Our school takes a whole school approach to engendering life skills in young people. Life skills education is embedded in the day-to-day curriculum through extracurricular activities and through dedicated programmes. Social and emotional learning programmes and the personal and social health education curriculum help to develop those skills. We cover the 6 that you can see on the screen: study skills, leadership, money and financial literacy, careers, citizenship and basic first aid. Year 7 have 3 terms for the autumn, spring and summer. And as you can see from the screen, they cover organisational skills, the study skills, oracy, the ability to speak correctly at the right time, informal and formal language, the very beginnings of future pathways, setting their goals, what is leadership and what makes successful leadership. In the spring term, we have a look at the careers programme, which is job, families and groups, what their dream job might be. And then we have 3 lessons on first aid, looking at asthma, bleeding and CPR. And in the summer, we cover our citizenship programme, where every child does British values, how laws are made, the criminal justice system, the role of the police, principles of government and local government. And through all of year 7, there are opportunities to go on careers trips and also to have public speakers coming in. Year 8, very similar start to the year, organisational skills and study skills. And then we have a look at the financial management of the Bank of England, income and budgeting, which I think many of the students find very helpful, credit and debt, taxation, and then the possibility of those students volunteering at their age. In the spring term, we look at their academic profile, and we look at some of the big job profiles that every child knows about. We look at pathways from 14 to 16, which is GCSEs and BTECs. We have a look at the local labour market in Oldham and Greater Manchester, and then they have a refresher first aid course because year 7 did first aid last year. And then we look at the firefighting service. In the summer term, they study democracy and the rule of law as one of 2 of British values, British elections, the British legal system, youth justice, local council and councillors with a visit from our local councillors, and hopefully a member of parliament will come in just before the general election. Year 9, again, study the same things as are they ready for year 9, study skills, setting academic goals and life goals, looking at income tax and then national insurance, managing risks, looking at money, public institutions and their roles, where we look at the NHS for that, and a global responsibility, we look at the United Nations. The careers pathways, they look from 18 onwards at apprenticeships, A-levels, T-levels. Equality in the workplace, diversity and inclusion, health and safety in the workplace, their employability skills, and how they manage their career in the future. In the summer term, we do British values and democracy, the UK political parties, why people should vote, the role of the monarchy in British society, and electoral systems in and beyond the UK. So we look at the European Union and Brexit. For Key Stage 4, Year 10, we examine whether they are Key Stage 4 ready for their exams. We help them again with their study skills and setting goals. And we look at online safety and mobile banking, loans and debt, stocks and shares, risks and taking risks, including online fraud and banking fraud, and then a possibility for some of our students to take part in the Oldham Youth Council. In the spring term, it is careers time. We look at the local labour market, the pathways for 16-year-olds onwards and what the National Careers Service could offer them, entrepreneurial skills, and we look at the case study of successful entrepreneurs, mainly for the Manchester area, not really the big ones that you would possibly think of, the Elon Musks of this world. They will begin to write their CV. They will look at different careers beyond the most popular careers, and then apprenticeships. In the summer term, they will look at the Equality Act of 2010, holding Parliament to account through public inquiries. There are many public inquiries at the moment, notably the COVID inquiry, the role of citizens, the role of the free press, and electoral systems beyond the UK, looking at China, and the right to protest. And finally, year 11, they begin by looking at sixth form applications and college applications, and we give them substantial help with those. We also help them to write their personal statements and keep their personal statements online so they're always accessible. We look at their study routines for the mock exams and the real exams. We help the completing of application forms, and then we are going to have a mock interview for them just before we break up for Christmas, with local employers coming in to give those interviews. Give them a good old list for do's and don'ts in interviews. And then when they come back after Christmas, we look at writing and updating their CVs, what employability skills they require, and any feedback from their mock interviews from before Christmas. We'll look at student finance for all students, be they at college or university. Look at savings and then pensions and what the government spends taxes on. And in the summer term, before they leave us for their GCSEs, we recap on British values. We look at the right to protest, looking at striking in particular, non-democratic governance. We've looked at China with their electoral system, and then we look at China's, the way they rule, and human rights and international law. Hopefully, at the end of this, our students are ready for the wider world, and that is our aim. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on the email on your screen now. Thank you.